NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
We go tonight. 180.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Motion.
They begin here with a run by West. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Ric Flair.
44, Mike.
Smooth.
Hey, defense.
On second and inches. Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Cooks now in his second season with the Rams. He's had 4 straight years over 1,000 yards. He had 2 with the Saints, 1 with New England, and then he went over 1,000 again last year with the Rams. 80 catches, 1,204 yards.
No chance. Say. No.
Super 66.
On first down, West. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
It's coming this way. Here we go.
Shell.
Mike spoke. Yo.
Now it's gone. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Hey, kill.
SOS.
76, tell him. 76.
Third and long. It's gone. Quick slam caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46.
Check your hot read. Check 24. Check 24.
We're good.
Now West. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, 76.
Watch the screen. Check three.
From the 44, Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? That's good for 21 yards and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back.
And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now Trubisky to throw. That's complete to Robinson.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
18. Hey, ball.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
44. Stop your whining.
Now gone. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Listen.
They'll run it with West. He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Oh, you got deep?
Super.
Buzz.
Buzz.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Throwing on third. Goff. He's going to launch this thing way down. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This is Kelly. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 19 yards. That's another Rams 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
20.
Let's go, baby. Return up. Let's get that ball.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Check 6 guys.
2nd down and goal. Goff to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Now Goff. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Zerline, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
18.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Throwing again on second down. Trubisky.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
First down, Bears.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Ready? Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Shift. He's coming. Double up.
Blue. Yep.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Alert.
On first down, Trubisky. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Zerline good with a PAT, and a route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Red,
From the shotgun is Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. coming up at the half. A reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Watch the screen.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Second and 6.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Trubisky to throw again. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the Bears first down.
Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive.
Kill.
Alert.
First down, a run with Cohen. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
Well, he has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Alert.
Now it's Trubisky, and that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Move.
59 Mike. Check. 59.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Trubisky. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive Now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick. One of the up men will take it now. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Defense wins championships, baby. Slam.
The drive begins with a handoff to West. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. To throw again on second down. Trubisky able to find Shaheen here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, Chicago.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for the tight end, Adam Shaheen, that time. And it's second down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Watch the pass.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball is going to angle out at the 6-yard line. 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They start on the ground with West. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Know your job.
They'll run again here with West. And an alley to run. And they Here's the 34. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 61 yards that time on the ground. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down. They'll run. This is Brown. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Hell, you won. All day, every day, any day. Hold on. Check. Hey, let's go. Go, Brown.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Undercrush. Red, up.
Check, 59.
Now Trubisky to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Pulled in at the 24. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
Hey, kill.
I got you. Check, hot route. Hot. Choke.
Maverick. 14. Stay at home. Go.
44, Mike.
Back to throw. Goff. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Taking it about the 16. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Trubisky will throw. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Clay Matthews adding another sack to his impressive NFL resume. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Mike, check, 59.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Open man there is Patterson, complete. 25 yards that time.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Trubisky now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. This is caught by Robinson. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Trubisky's throw into the hands of Burton and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. It's caught. It's Miller. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Trey Burton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 29.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking...
Oh, and now West lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here. Not done in the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Check. Lock in. Check 31. Show it. Check it out.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Check 99. Jim.
Now Cohen. And an alley to run. The 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Bryant's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
44 to Mike. Check. Squeeze, double.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. He gets it to Cooks. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Super. Tight dog.
On 3rd down, it's West. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
From the 50, it's gone. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hey, kill. Go.
Goff. He finds West. It's a gain of 7, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Like 20. DC.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. West. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, switch gears. Slam. 4 down.
On the ground, it's West again. He will push his way down to about the 14. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
On third down, it's West. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Mike, 44. Watch the curl. 44 is Mike. Check. I got you.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Here's Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. 15 yards on the play, first down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Rams, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.